to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Shabbat Shalom to my Hebrew brothers and sisters. Just wanted to come on just for a bit to conclude the Passover. And I tell you, it has been one wonderful journey in commemorating the Passover this year. So I'm not going to be before you long. I know that I'm coming on just a little bit late. It's still daylight here where I'm at. Of course, the sun have not gone down. And I just want to really talk about, or share rather, the Passover coming from the book of Esdras, first Esdras. And it's just going to begin at the first chapter, of course. And I just want to listen to that to conclude the Passover, and you share it, of course, to listen with me. It's only going to be a few minutes, but I really want to get into listening to the book of First Esdras in the Apocrypha to conclude the Passover, to as we commemorate what the Lord has done. And it's just going to give a little bit of history, of course, of how our ancestors prepared for the Passover, and some more details, of course, about our ancestors and the patriarchs that highly esteemed it, the Passover. So just a few minutes, if just listen in, and we're going to conclude the Passover with this broadcast right here from the book of First Esdras. The first book of Ezra, the first chapter, and then I am going to conclude it. Most High bless you, keep you, lift up his countenance upon you, and give you peace. Shalom.
Your God, and minister unto his people Israel, and prepare you after your families and kindreds, according as David the king of Israel prescribed, and according to the magnificence of Solomon his son. And standing in the temple, according to the several dignity of the families of you, the Levites, who minister in the presence of your brethren, the children of Israel, offer the Passover in order, and make ready the sacrifices for your brethren, and keep the Passover, according to the commandment of the Lord, which was given unto Moses. And unto the people that was found there, Josiah gave 30,000 lambs and kids, and 3,000 calves. These things were given of the king's allowance, according as he promised to the people, to the priests, and to the Levites. And Hilkias, Zacharias, and Silas, the governors of the temple, gave to the priests for the Passover 2,600 sheep and 300 calves. And Jechonias, and Samaias, and Nathaniel his brother, and Asabias, and Achiel, and Joram, captains over thousands, gave to the Levites for the Passover 5,000 sheep and 700 calves. And when these things were done, the priests and Levites, having the unleavened bread, stood in very comely order according to the kindreds, and according to the several dignities of the fathers, before the people, to offer to the Lord, as it is written in the book of Moses. And thus did they in the morning. And they roasted the Passover with fire, as appertaineth. As for the sacrifices, they seethed them in brass pots and pans with a good savor, and set them before all the people. And afterward they prepared for themselves, and for the priests their brethren, the sons of Aaron. For the priests offered the fat until night, and the Levites prepared for themselves, and the priests their brethren, the sons of Aaron. The holy singers also, the sons of Asaph, were in their order according to the appointment of David, to wit, Asaph, Zacharias, and Jeduthun, who was of the king's retinue. Moreover, the porters were at every gate. It was not lawful for any to go from his ordinary service, for their brethren the Levites prepared for them. Thus were the things that belonged to the sacrifices of the Lord accomplished in that day, that they might hold the Passover, and offer sacrifices upon the altar of the Lord, according to the commandment of King Josiah. So the children of Israel, which were present, held the Passover at that time, and the feast of sweet bread 7 days. And such a Passover was not kept in Israel since the time of the prophet Samuel. Yea, all the kings of Israel held not such a Passover as Josiah, and the priests, and the Levites, and the Jews held with all Israel that were found dwelling at Jerusalem. In the 18th year of the reign of Josiah was this Passover kept. And the works of Josiah were upright before his Lord, with a heart full of godliness. As for the things that came to pass in his time, they were written in former times, concerning those that sinned and did wickedly against the Lord above all people and kingdoms, and how they grieved him exceedingly, so that the words of the Lord rose up against Israel. Now after all these acts of Josias, it came to pass that Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, came to raise war at Carchemish upon Euphrates, and Josias went out against him. The king of Egypt sent to him, saying, What have I to do with thee, O king of Judea? I am not sent out from the Lord God against thee, for my war is upon Euphrates. And now the Lord is with me, yea, the Lord is with me, hasting me forward. Depart from me, and be not against the Lord. Howbeit Josias did not turn back his chariot from him, but undertook to fight with him, not regarding the words of the prophet Jeremy spoken by the mouth of the Lord, but joined battle with him in the plain of Megiddo, and the princes came against King Josias. Then said the king unto his servants, Carry me away out of the battle, for I am very weak. And immediately his servants took him away out of the battle. Then got he up upon his second chariot, and being brought back to Jerusalem died, and was buried in his father's sepulchre. And in all Jewry they mourned for Josias, yea, Jeremy the prophet lamented for Josias, and the chief men with the women made lamentation for him unto this day. And this was given out for an ordinance to be done continually in all the nation of Israel. These things are written in the book of the stories of the kings of Judah, and every one of the acts that Josias did, and his glory, and his understanding in the law of the Lord, and the things that he had done before, and the things now recited are reported in the book of the kings of Israel and Judea. And the people took Joash, son of Josias, and made him king instead of Josias his father, when he was 23 years old. And he reigned in Judea and in Jerusalem 3 months. And then the king of Egypt deposed him from reigning in Jerusalem. And he set a tax upon the land of 100 talents of silver, and 1 talent of gold. The king of Egypt also made King Joachim his brother king of Judea and Jerusalem. And he bound Joachim and the nobles. But Zereces his brother he apprehended, and brought him out of Egypt. 25 years old was Joachim when he was made king in the land of Judea and Jerusalem. And he did evil before the Lord. Wherefore, against him, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up, and bound him with a chain of brass, and carried him unto Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar also took of the holy vessels of the Lord, and carried them away, and set them in his own temple at Babylon. But those things that are recorded of him, and of his uncleanness and impiety, are written in the chronicles of the kings. And Joachim his son reigned in his stead. He was made king being 18 years old, and reigned but 3 months and 10 days in Jerusalem, and did evil before the Lord. So after a year Nebuchadnezzar sent and caused him to be brought into Babylon with the holy vessels of the Lord, and made Zedekiah king of Judea and Jerusalem, when he was 21 years old, and he reigned 11 years. And he did evil also in the sight of the Lord, and cared not for the words that were spoken unto him by the prophet Jeremy from the mouth of the Lord. And after that King Nebuchadnezzar had made him swear by the name of the Lord, he forswore himself and rebelled, and hardening his neck and his heart, he transgressed the laws of the Lord God of Israel. The governors also of the people and of the priests did many things against the laws, and passed all the pollutions of all nations, and defiled the temple of the Lord, which was sanctified in Jerusalem. Nevertheless, the God of their fathers sent by his messenger to call them back, because he spared them and his tabernacle also. But they had his messengers in derision. And look, when the Lord spoke unto them, they made a sport of his prophets, so far forth that he, being wroth with his people for their great ungodliness, commanded the king of the Chaldees to come up against them, who slew their young men with the sword, yea, even within the compass of their holy temple, and spared neither young man nor maid, old man nor child among them. For he delivered all into their hands. And they took all the holy vessels of the Lord, both great and small, with vessels of the ark of God, and the king's treasures, and carried them away into Babylon. As for the house of the Lord, they burnt it, broke down the walls of Jerusalem, set fire upon her towers. And as for her glorious things, they never ceased till they had consumed and brought them all to naught. And the people that were not slain with the sword he carried unto Babylon, who became servants to him and his children, till the Persians reigned, to fulfill the word of the Lord spoken by the mouth of Jeremy. Until the land had enjoyed her Sabbaths, the whole time of her desolation shall she rest. until the full term of 70 years. Chapter 2. In the first year of Cyrus, king of the Persians, that the word of the Lord might be accomplished, that he had promised by the mouth of Jeremy, the Lord raised up the spirit of Cyrus, the king of the Persians, and he made proclamation through all his kingdom, and also by writing, saying, Thus saith Cyrus, king of the Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord, hath made me king of the whole world, and commanded me to build him a house at Jerusalem in jewelry. If therefore there be any of you that are of his people, let the Lord, even his Lord, be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, that is in Judea, and build the house of the Lord of Israel. For he is the Lord that dwelleth in Jerusalem. Whosoever then dwell in the places about, let them help him. Those, I say, that are his neighbors, with gold and with silver, with gifts, with horses, and with cattle, and other things which have been set forth by vow for the temple of the Lord at Jerusalem. Then the chief of the families of Judea and of the tribes of Benjamin stood up, the priests also, and the Levites, and all they whose mind the Lord had moved to go up and to build a house for the Lord at Jerusalem, and they that dwelt round about them, and helped them in all things with silver and gold, with horses and cattle, and with very many free gifts of a great number whose minds were stirred up thereto. King Cyrus also brought forth the holy vessels, which Nebuchadnezzar had carried away from Jerusalem, and had set up in his temple of idols. Now when Cyrus, king of the Persians, had brought them forth, he delivered them to Mithridates, his treasurer, and by him they were delivered to Sennabbasar, the governor of Judea. And this was the number of them, 1,000 gold cups, and 1,000 of silver, censers of silver, 29, vials of gold, 30, and of silver, 2,410, and 1,000 other vessels. So all the vessels of gold and of silver which were carried away were 5,409. These were brought back by Sennabbasar together with them of the captivity from Babylon to Jerusalem. But in the time of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians, Belamus, and Mithridates, and Tabelius, and Rathumus, and Beeltetmus, and Semelius, the secretary, with others that were in commission with them, dwelling in Samaria and other places, wrote unto him against them that dwelt in Judea and Jerusalem these letters following. To King Artaxerxes our Lord, thy servants Rathumus the story writer, and Semelius the scribe, and the rest of their council, and the judges that are in Coel of Syria and Phoenice, be it now known to the Lord the King, that the Jews that are come up from you to us, being come into Jerusalem, that rebellious and wicked city, do build the marketplaces, and repair the walls of it, and do lay the foundation of the temple. Now if this city and the walls thereof be made up again, they will not only refuse to give tribute, but also rebel against kings. And for as much as the things pertaining to the temple are now in hand, we think it meet not to neglect such a matter, but to speak unto our Lord the King, to the intent that if it be thy pleasure, it may be sought out in the books of thy fathers. And thou shalt find in the chronicles what is written concerning these things, and shalt understand that that city was rebellious, troubling both kings and cities, and that the Jews were rebellious, and raised always wars therein, for the which cause even this city was made desolate. Wherefore now we do declare unto thee, O Lord the King, that if this city be built again, and the walls thereof set up anew, thou shalt from henceforth have no passage into Coel of Syria and Phoenice. Then the king wrote back unto Rathumus, the story writer, to Beelthemus, to Melius the scribe, and to the rest that were in commission and dwellers in Samaria and Syria and Phoenice, after this manner. I have read the epistle which ye have sent unto me. Therefore I commanded to make diligent search, and it hath been found that the city was from the beginning practicing against kings, and the men therein were given to rebellion and war, and that mighty kings and fierce were in Jerusalem, who reigned and exacted tributes in Coel of Syria and Phoenice. Now therefore I have commanded to hinder those men from building the city, and heed to be taken that there be no more done in it, and that those wicked workers proceed no further to the annoyance of kings. Then King Artaxerxes' letters being read, Rathumus and Semelius the scribe, and the rest that were in commission with them, were moving in haste towards Jerusalem with a troop of horsemen and a multitude of people in battle array, began to hinder the builders, and the building of the temple in Jerusalem ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of the Persians. Chapter 3. Now when Darius reigned, he made a great feast unto all his subjects, and unto all his household, and unto all the princes of Media and Persia. and to all the governors and captains and lieutenants that were under him, from India unto Ethiopia, of 127 provinces. And when they had eaten and drunken, and being satisfied were gone home, then Darius the king went into his bedchamber and slept, and soon after awoke. Then 3 young men that were of the guard that kept the king's body spoke to one another, Let every one of us speak a sentence. He that shall overcome, and whose sentence shall seem wiser than the others, unto him shall the king Darius give great gifts and great things in token of victory, as to be clothed in purple, to drink in gold, and to sleep upon gold, and a chariot with bridles of gold, and a head tire of fine linen, and a chain about his neck. And he shall sit next to Darius because of his wisdom, and shall be called Darius's cousin. And then everyone wrote his sentence, sealed it, and laid it under King Darius's pillow, and said that when the king is risen, some will give him the writings, and of whose side the king and the 3 princes of Persia shall judge that his sentence is the wisest, to him shall the victory be given, as was appointed. The first wrote, Wine is the strongest. The second wrote, The king is strongest. The third wrote, Women are strongest. But above all things, truth beareth over the victory. Now when the king was risen up, they took their writings and delivered them unto him, and so he read them. And sending forth, he called all the princes of Persia and Media, and the governors and the captains and the lieutenants over them, and whatsoever he commandeth them, they do. If he bid them make war the one against the other, they do it. If he send them out against the enemies, they go, and break down mountains, walls, and towers. They slay and are slain, and transgress not the king's commandment. If they get the victory, they bring all to the king, as well the spoil as all things else. Likewise for those who are no soldiers, and have not to do with wars, but use husbandry. When they have reaped again that which they had sown, they bring it to the king, and compel one another to pay tribute unto the king. And yet he is but one man. If he command to kill, they kill. If he command to spare, they spare. If he command to smite, they smite. If he command to make desolate, they make desolate. If he command to build, they build. If he command to cut down, they cut down. If he command to plant, they plant. So all his people and his armies obey him. Furthermore he lieth down, he eateth and drinketh, and taketh his rest. Or any goodly thing whatsoever. A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife. He sticks not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father nor mother nor country. By this also you must know that women have dominion over you. Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword, and goeth his way to rob and to steal, to sail upon the sea and upon rivers, and looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. Yea, there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. And now do ye not believe me? Is not the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake the truth, and the heaven blesseth it. All works shake and tremble at it, and with it is no unrighteous thing. Wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also shall they perish. As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong, it liveth, and conquereth forevermore. With her there is no accepting of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth. And with that he held his peace. And all the people then shouted and said, Great is the truth, and mighty above all things. Then said the king unto him, Ask what thou wilt, more than is appointed in the writing, and we will give it thee, because thou art found wisest, and thou shalt sit next me, and shalt be called my cousin. Then said he unto the king, Remember thy vow, which thou hast vowed to build Jerusalem in the day when thou camest to the kingdom, and to send away all the vessels that were taken away out of Jerusalem, which Cyrus set apart, when he vowed to destroy Babylon and to send them again thither. Thou also hast vowed to build up the temple which the Edomites burnt when Judea was made desolate by the Chaldees. And now, O Lord the King, this is that which I require, and which I desire of thee, and this is the princely liberality proceeding from thyself. I desire therefore that thou make good the vow, the performance whereof with thy own mouth thou hast vowed to the King of heaven. Then Darius the king stood up and kissed him, and wrote letters for him unto all the treasurers and lieutenants and captains and governors, that they should safely convey on their way both him and all those that go up with him to build Jerusalem. He wrote letters also unto the lieutenants that were in Coelo-Syria and Phoenice, and unto them in Libanus, that they should bring cedar wood from Libanus unto Jerusalem, and that they should build the city with him. Moreover, he wrote for all the Jews that went out of his realm up into Jewry, concerning their freedom, that no officer, no ruler, no lieutenant, nor treasurer should forcibly enter into their doors, and that all the country which they hold should be free without tribute, and that the Edomites should give over the villages of the Jews which then they held. Yea, that there should be yearly given 20 talents to the building of the temple until the time that it were built, and other 10 talents yearly to maintain the burnt offerings upon the altar every day, as they had a commandment to offer 17, and that all they that went from Babylon to build the city should have free liberty, as well they as their posterity, and all the priests that went away. He wrote also concerning the charges and the priests' vestments wherein they minister, and likewise for the charges of the Levites, to be given them until the day that the house were finished, and Jerusalem built up. And he commanded to give to all that kept the city pensions and wages. He sent away also all the vessels from Babylon that Cyrus had set apart, and all that Cyrus had given in commandment, the same charge he also to be done, and sent unto Jerusalem. Now when this young man was gone forth, he lifted up his face to heaven toward Jerusalem, and praised the King of heaven, and said, From thee cometh victory, from thee cometh wisdom, and thine is the glory, and I am thy servant. Blessed art thou who hast given me wisdom, for to thee I give thanks, O Lord of our fathers. And so he took the letters and went out, and came unto Babylon, and told it all his brethren. And they praised the God of their fathers, because he had given them freedom and liberty, to go up and to build Jerusalem, and the temple which is called by his name. And they feasted with instruments of music and gladness 7 days. Chapter 5. After this were the principal men of the families chosen according to their tribe, to go up with their wives and sons and daughters, with their menservants and maidservants, and their cattle. And Darius sent them with 1,000 horsemen, till they had brought them back to Jerusalem safely, and with musical instruments, tabrets and flutes. And all their brethren played, and he made them go up together with them. And these are the names of the men which went up according to their families amongst their tribes, after their several heads. The priests, the sons of Phinehas, the son of Aaron, Jesus, the son of Josedek, the son of Sarias, and Joachim, the son of Zerubbabel, the son of Salatiel, of the house of David, out of the kindred of Pharez, the tribe of Judah, who spoke wise sentences before Darius, the king of Persia, in the 2nd year of his reign, in the month Nisan, which is the 1st month. And these are they of Jewry that came up from the captivity, where they dwelt as strangers, whom Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon had carried away unto Babylon. And they returned unto Jerusalem, and to other parts of Jewry, every man to his own city, who came with Zerubbabel, with Jesus, Nehemias, and Zacharias, and Resias, and Ennias, Mardochius, Beelzerus, Aspharasis, Reelius, Roimus, and Baana, their guides. The number of them of the nation, and their governors, sons of Phoros, 2,172. The sons of Saphat, 472. The sons of Aries, 756. The sons of Paath, Moab, 2,812. The sons of Elam, 23. The sons of Sadas, 3,222. The sons of Adonikam, 667. The sons of Bagoi, 2,066. The sons of Adin, 454. The sons of Achrazias, 92. The sons of Salin and Azetus, 7. The sons of Azuran, 432. The sons of Ananias, 101. The sons of Arom, 32. And the sons of Basa, 323. The sons of Azepharith, 102. The sons of Meteris, 3005. The sons of Bethlemon, 123. They of Nephtoah, 15:5. They of Anathoth, 150:8. They of Beth Samos, 40:2. They of Kiriath-Jearim, 20:5. They of Kephirah and Beeroth, 740:3. They of Pyra, 700. They of Cadius and Amidioi, 420:2. They of Sirama and Gabdes, 620:1. They of Macalon, 120:2. They of Betolius, 50:2. The sons of Nephis, 150:6. The sons of Calamolalis and Onus, 720:5. The sons of Jerekis, 240:5. The sons of Anaas, 3,330. The priests, the sons of Jedu, the son of Jesus, among the sons of Senasib, 970:2. The sons of Meruth, 1,050:2. The sons of Phasaron, 1,040:7. The son of Carmi, 1,017. The Levites, the sons of Jesu, and Cadmiel, and Banuas, and Sudius, 17:4. The holy singers, the sons of Asaph, 120:8. The porters, the sons of Salun, the sons of Jatal, the sons of Talmon, the sons of Dakobi, the sons of Tata, the sons of Sami, in all 130:9. The servants of the temple, the sons of Esau, the sons of Asapha, the sons of Tabaoth, the sons of Saras, the sons of Sud, the sons of Phalius, the sons of Labana, the sons of Graba, the sons of Akua, the sons of Utah, the sons of Setab, the sons of Agaba, the sons of Subai, the sons of Anan, the sons of Kathua, the sons of Gidur, the sons of Aris, the sons of Dyson, the sons of Noiba, the sons of Kaseba, the sons of Gazera, the sons of Asia, the sons of Phinehas, the sons of Azara, the sons of Bastai, the sons of Asana, the sons of Miani, the sons of Naphisi, the sons of Akub, the sons of Asapha, the sons of Asur, the sons of Pharakim, the sons of Basaloth, the sons of Mieda, the sons of Kuta, the sons of Karia, the sons of Carcas, the sons of Asarer, the sons of Tamoi, the sons of Nasit, the sons of Atapha, the sons of the servants of Solomon, the sons of Azaphion, the sons of Farira, the sons of Gieli, the sons of Lozan, the sons of Isdael, the sons of Sephet, the sons of Haggiah, the sons of Phakareth, the sons of Savier, the sons of Serotier, the sons of Messias, the sons of Gar, the sons of Adus, the sons of Suba, the sons of Aphira, the sons of Barodis, the sons of Sabbat, the sons of Alum. All the ministers of the temple and the sons of the servants of Solomon were 370:2. These came up from Termelet and Talarsus, Karaatalar leading them, and Aalar. Neither could they show their families, nor their stock how they were of Israel. The sons of Ladan, the sons of Ban, the sons of Nekodan, 650:2. And of the priests that usurped the office of the priesthood and were not found, the sons of Obadiah, the sons of Akuz, the sons of Addis, who married Algia, one of the daughters of Verzelis, and was named after his name. And when the description of the kindred of these men was sought in the register and was not found, they were removed from executing the office of the priesthood. For unto them said Nehemiah and Atarias, that they should not be partakers of the holy things till there arose up a high priest clothed with doctrine and truth. So of Israel, from them of 12 years old and upward, they were all in number 40,000, besides men servants and women servants, 2,360. Their men servants and handmaids were 7,347. The singing men and singing women, 214:5. 413:5 camels, 7,036 horses, 214:5 mules, 5,525 beasts used to the yoke. And certain of the chief of their families, when they came to the temple of God that is in Jerusalem, vowed to set up the house again in his own place according to their ability, and to give into the holy treasury of the works 1,000 pounds of gold, 5,000 of silver, and 100 priestly vestments. And so dwelt the priests and the Levites and the people in Jerusalem, and in the country, the singers also and the porters, and all Israel in their villages. But when the 7th month was at hand, and when the children of Israel were every man in his own place, they came all together with one consent into the open place of the first gate, which is towards the east. Then stood up Jesus, the son of Josedech, and his brethren the priests, and Zerubbabel, the son of Salatiel, and his brethren, and made ready the altar of the God of Israel, to offer burnt sacrifices upon it, according as it is expressly commanded in the book of Moses the man of God. And there were gathered unto them out of the other nations of the land, and they erected the altar upon his own place, because all the nations of the land were at enmity with them, and oppressed them. And they offered sacrifices according to the time, and burnt offerings to the Lord, both morning and evening. Also they held the Feast of Tabernacles, as it is commanded in the law, and offered sacrifices daily, as was meet. And after that, the continual oblations, and the sacrifice of the Sabbaths, and of the new moons, and of all holy feasts, and all they that made any vow to God began to offer sacrifices to God from the first day of the 7th month, although the temple of the Lord was not yet built. And they gave unto the masons and carpenters money, meat, and drink with cheerfulness. Unto them of Sidon also and Tyre they gave cars that they should bring cedar trees from Libanus, which should be brought by floats to the haven of Joppa, according as it was commanded them by Cyrus, king of the Persians. And in the 2nd year and 2nd month after his coming to the temple of God at Jerusalem, began Zerubbabel, the son of Salatiel, and Jesus the son of Josedech, and their brethren, and the priests, and the Levites, and all they that were come into Jerusalem out of the captivity, and they laid the foundation of the house of God on the first day of the 2nd month, in the 2nd year after they were come to Jewry in Jerusalem. And they appointed the Levites from 20 years old over the works of the Lord. Then stood up Jesus, and his sons, and brethren, and Cadmiel his brother, and the sons of Madiabun, with the sons of Jodah, the sons of Eliadun, with their sons and brethren, all Levites, with one accord setters forward of the business, laboring to advance the works in the house of God. So the workmen built the temple of the Lord. And the priests stood arrayed in their vestments, with musical instruments and trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, had cymbals, singing songs of thanksgiving, and praising the Lord according as David the king of Israel had ordained. And they sang with loud voices, songs to the praise of the Lord, because his mercy and glory is forever in all Israel. And all the people sounded trumpets, and shouted with a loud voice, singing songs of thanksgiving unto the Lord for the rearing up of the house of the Lord. Also of the priests and Levites, and of the chief of their families, the ancients who had seen the former house came to the building of this with weeping and great crying. But many with trumpets and joy shouted with loud voice, insomuch that the trumpets might not be heard for the weeping of the people. Yet the multitude sounded marvelously, so that it was heard afar off. Wherefore, when the enemies of the tribe of Judah and Benjamin heard it, they came to know what that noise of trumpets should mean. And they perceived that they that were of the captivity did build the temple unto the Lord God of Israel. So they went to Zerubbabel and Jesus, and to the chief of the families, and said unto them, We will build together with you, for we likewise as you do obey your Lord, and do sacrifice unto him from the days of Asbazareth, the king of the Assyrians, who brought us hither. Then Zerubbabel and Jesus and the chief of the families of Israel said unto them, It is not for us and you to build together a house unto the Lord our God. We ourselves alone will build unto the Lord of Israel, according as Cyrus the king of the Persians hath commanded us. But the heathen of the land, lying heavy upon the inhabitants of Judea, and holding them straight, hindered their building. And by their secret plots and popular persuasions and commotions, they hindered the finishing of the building all the time that King Cyrus lived. So they were hindered from building for the space of 2 years, until the reign of Darius. Chapter 6. Now in the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, Agius and Zacharias the son of Addo, the prophets, prophesied unto the Jews in Jewry in Jerusalem, in the name of the Lord God of Israel, which was upon them. Then stood up Zerubbabel, the son of Salatiel, and Jesus, the son of Josedech, and began to build the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, the prophets of the Lord being with them, and helping them. At the same time came unto them Sisinnes, the governor of Syria and Phoenice, with Sathrabuzanes and his companions, and said unto them, By whose appointment do you build this house and this roof, and perform all the other things? And who are the workmen that